All right. So my question is it true that drugs were missing from evidence?
It is involving an evidence. It is involving drugs requirement evidence case. Yes.
How was this discovered, if I might ask?
If I'm not mistaken, they took the evidence out to use it for training, and the weights didn't match.
Wow. In our interview last week, we talked briefly about accreditation, and I know that CALEA accreditation includes evidence handling standards. So what, they weighed it when they took it out, and then they weighed it when they brought it back, and it was different?
They weighted when you submit the evidence, when you submit a case to evidence, it's weighed. When they took it out, they weighed it before they were going to take anything for training because it was a closed case. And that's when they discovered there was a discrepancy in the weight.
So I guess it comes down to who is believed to have taken the evidence, given that it would have been in police custody the whole time.
It would be an employee.
So...
And the case is under investigation right now, so I cannot release too much.
Okay. Can you give me the name of the employee?
No.
Is it a current employee?
No, it's a former employee.
So this person was a police officer?
Yes.
And...
Well, that's a person of interest right now. This case is still being investigated, so there is no, I guess, defendant or criminal responsible.
Okay. So was this individual arrested?
No.
Okay. I know that Lieutenant Brisky is in charge of evidence. Am I correct on that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So do you suspect that Lieutenant Brisky has any complicity in this?
No.
Okay. So...
And it may be, like I said, the case is still being investigated. So we track it back, who takes out the evidence, who checks in the evidence, and all of that comes up in the investigation.
Have you informed the Hawaii County prosecutor about this case?
Mm-hmm.
And so they're aware of it. Are they participating with you in the investigation?
They're going to be reviewing the case here shortly.
Is this the kind of thing that you would involve the FBI in, since it appears to be a police officer?
No.
Because I don't know how that works. I know the FBI sometimes gets involved.
The FBI would be called in if it's involving corruption or something of that nature that they may need to be getting involved in, or if there's civil rights violations. But in a case of missing evidence or something of that nature, and we're bringing it before the prosecutors, if the prosecutors feel there's a conflict of interest, they'll turn it over to the Attorney General's office, or if not them, they would turn it over to U.S. attorneys.
Can you tell me what rank the person was who is the suspect?
It's a retired detective.
And did you fire him, or did you just...
No.
You let him retire?
We're still doing the investigation. I cannot do anything until the investigation is concluded. It involves drugs that appear to be missing from one of our evidence packages. And the way it was discovered was the weights didn't match.
That must have been a big shock for Lieutenant Brisky if he's the one who checks things back in.
No, actually, the lieutenant's not the one that does the in and outs.
Who does do the in and outs?
We have evidence custodians on each side of the island that take care of the evidence.
Well, that person must have been a little surprised.
Not as surprised as the detectives that opened the package. Because the way the procedures work is when the evidence is checked into the evidence room, it's completely sealed. The evidence custodians have no idea what's in it other than what's on the evidence report. The evidence custodians don't weigh it. They don't do anything with it. All they do is they collect a package. It's like a storage room.
Uh-huh.
And now when another investigator comes out to sign out for the evidence is given in the same package to the individual. And now they're responsible for it. So the evidence custodians don't open the packages. The lieutenant is not involved in opening any packages either.
It actually sounds like a positive safeguard under normal circumstances. So which detectives discovered that there was something missing?
It was the vice detectives.
When they went to get it again? Or they were just double-checking out of habit?
No, they were taking the evidence out to use it for training purposes.
And I'm sorry, tell me again, did you tell me how much of the drug was missing?
No.
And did you tell me what drug it is?
No.
Is it cocaine?
Yes. But like I said, it can be a procedural problem where the evidence was used for training and was never documented.
Yeah.
Or it can be somebody stealing it.
Did you actually confront this individual before he retired?
They did the investigation.
And did you personally talk with him?
No, I don't get involved in the criminal or the administrative investigation because I'm the one that has to make the final decision.
Got it. But then he was just allowed to retire?
I cannot stop somebody from retiring. Without criminal investigation, basically I cannot stop anybody from retiring. Unless I fire them before they retire.
If you had fired him before he retired, would he have gotten all his police benefits? I'm assuming he's getting police benefits. Well, county retirement benefits.
Yeah. He'll get his retirement benefits. Whenever anyone officer retires, they'll get their benefits.
No matter what?
Yeah.
Even if they're convicted of a crime?
That is something that's going through the ledge now, I believe.
Interesting.
There's a law going through now. The thing is, like I said, Sherry, it's still under investigation, so there's no solid proof that it was stolen. It could have been a procedural error.
Got it.